full-time and do this part-time. And guys, only amount I wanted to make, I was thinking small. I just wanted to make 20,000 South African rand a month. That is about $1,200. That was my goal. Yes, I heard everyone was making a lot of money, but to me, it sounded too good to be true because I didn't understand the online digital space. I had to Google what digital marketing was. So here's what happened. I would put in my 2 hours at night. What was nice for me was the step-by-step process. I love it. Give me a recipe. I'll follow it. If I don't do it right, I know something's wrong with the recipe. And that's what I told myself. I'll follow this process to the T. If this doesn't work, it means there's something wrong with the process. Within 5 weeks, I left my full-time beauty business salon, and since then been a stay-at-home mom, work a 2-hour workday. I have made $1 million in 6 months. I'm so far over 1.5 million in 7 months in South African rand, guys. That is amazing. We just bought our brand new house on the water. A dream come true because I'm a mother of 3 kids. We're a big family. We're a family of 5. And we couldn't afford during COVID to purchase a house. We had to buy a house that was unfinished. And I don't know if you guys ever been disappointed in life. Put a yes if you've been disappointed. I went through a 3-year depression because of finances just sucking the freaking life out of me, man. So since I found this, I couldn't keep quiet. I want every single person to know that you can work smarter. There's a reason you want a better life because you are made for more. So I just want to encourage you tonight. Just 7 months ago, I was sitting on the other side of this screen, hearing all of these people's amazing testimonies and the amazing stories, thinking to myself, can I do this? Can this also work for me? I had so many fears to fight against. Fear that I was going to lose my money. Fear that this is not going to work for me and it all is too good to be true. But I decided to make a choice because I was too scared to stay in the situation that I was in. So I would rather take the fear of trying something new. And I'm so glad I did. And if you are from South Africa, $900 sounds like a lot for the legacy builder. But you only spend it once and thereafter you earn in dollars, my friend. So, I mean, just do the math. I made $1 million in 6 months and I only invested once. You've got absolutely nothing to lose because not only are you going to learn the skills to make money online, you're going to learn to promote, you're going to learn to market, you're going to learn skills that you can apply anywhere in life. If you start with the legacy builder, maybe later on you want to create your own digital product, maybe you want to market your own other business. These are the skills that you're going to learn, and this is just amazing because it's live and interactive. You're not going to be left on your own. Such an honor to always share my story. It's such an honor. Thank you so much.
So share with them how many South African millionaires there are now.
We've got 8 South African millionaires. And guys, if you are not from South Africa is considered a very poor country. People are struggling. People are skeptical. They've been disappointed. They are busy changing their generational wealth. It's so amazing to see them stand up, take control of their life, and changing their generational wealth completely. It's mind-blowing. It started with one person, Cecilia, who was our very first millionaire. And I just say, like, she's having babies all over the place because we are just popping up everywhere.
It's kind of one of those situations. If she can do it, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. And that's what I love for everybody listening to us right now, because there's nothing that I've done or you've done that they can't do.
Yeah, there's an interesting story if I can share this. I was on the 7th Millionaires live the other night, and one of the ladies that purchased from her, 2 of them actually, said they were all checking her out, thinking, because she's a Black lady, thinking that she's, oh, let's see if she's going to make it. She probably needs some special skills to be able to do this. And they saw her go. They saw her make $1 million. And the one on that live said, this is why we're doing it now. And we actually regret that we didn't join sooner because we would also be there already. So it's just amazing.
Right. It's kind of one of those situations. It's like, but how much money are you losing by waiting?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, thank you for sharing. I love your story, my friend. Ah, so good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
guys, we're going to keep on going here because I want to introduce you to that legacy builder. I just wanted you to hear her story real quick. Okay, so in the legacy builder, you guys, there is 4 different programs that you can pick from. So you got to get the one that's best for your goals and dreams, and we're going to break them all down for you. Okay. But inside, this is the Legacy Builders program. Inside of that, you literally get step by step. 1, how to launch a business, how to go to launch to profit in 7 days. You get a 30-day growth strategy plan. You get the ultimate discovery system. We're going to show you how to build that brand, including a faceless brand. You're going to learn how to copy and paste the free ads. You're going to learn how to use social media the right way to attract customers to you. See, here is that Your Invisible Empire training. It actually comes with a 72-page PDF and a training I did, including a Q&A. So you can hear the questions people ask, and it's going to help you really understand the power of building an invisible empire. You get to be part of our amazing community. You guys have over 35,000 people inside our community, and it's growing at such a rapid rate. So here's my question for you. Do you think you're going to learn more from being in your existing environment that got you where you are? Or do you think you're going to learn more by hanging out in a community of over 35,000 like-minded people, where there's millionaires in South Africa in there? There's millionaires in the United States in there. There's 6-figure income earners in the US in there, and there's 5 figures. You are going to be trained and mentored by some of the most successful people in the digital marketing space. Do you think you're going to learn more in there or learn more in your environment? That's why we created this community for you. We are actually the #1 community inside of school. And that's not because we have the most people in it. It's because we have the most organic connection. It's based on that. It's based on the most connection that goes on inside of that, the most engagement. And we have the most. And that's what you get to be part of once you're inside the Legacy Builder program. So as the last 143 days, just the Legacy Builder program, not the passive daily pay blueprint, not the digital mastery or the launch pad, just the Legacy Builder program has done $15.4 million in revenue. But here's the part, you guys, that just gives me goosebumps. That's 15 million that went into the community's pockets because they make 100% profit. So it's not a question if people are buying. The only question is, are they going to buy from you? Right? That's what's so awesome. So what I want to do real quick before we break down the 2-hour workday, I want to have Cecilia come on. We'll just keep it over in South Africa for a minute there. And I want her to come on and share her story with you, because when she discovered this, you guys, she was super busy as well. So Cecilia, I'll let you take it over, my friend.
Good evening, everybody. So I'm Cecilia Jacobs, and I'm all the way from South Africa as well, like Michelle said. And 15 months ago, I started out with this as a small town Messina mama. I don't know if anybody knows where Messina is. It's close to the Zim border. And I started out with this working 15 hours a day in my salon. I was extremely overworked. I was underpaying myself. I have never been as broke as I was at that moment, but I was desperately looking for a way out. I was tired of, missing out on lunch with my daughter, dinner with my daughter. And the day before I got started with this actually happened where I was booked with a bridal party and I had a nice bridezilla with me right there. And that morning I rushed to drop my daughter off at school. That afternoon I needed to rush again, and she was 5 minutes late, and I snapped at her. So what made that day so impactful is the fact that I'm also an angel mummy of 2 little boys that's up in heaven. And I promised myself with my daughter that I will make time to spend with her. She will have my time. And that specific day, I realized I was going down a rabbit hole very quickly. I was working all the time that I had. I was working it out and never getting time to spend with my child. And when she was teary, I knew that, she had a bad day at school and I didn't have the time to spend with her. So the next morning, 5 a.m., as any mother's only time that they have available, I was consuming a little bit of TikTok. I was on TikTok. I was looking at, funnies. I wanted to see some funny animals, funny babies, anything funny. I was just consuming to get to a happy place. And I came across Michelle O'Neill. And when I looked at that post and she was talking about the 2-hour workday and earning in dollars, my first question was, will this work in South Africa? And immediately at that moment, I decided, flip this. What if this works in South Africa? And I entered, with the automated system, I entered my email address and I immediately started getting information. I jumped onto one of these webinars and I learned about the 5 simple steps. And I realized, at the age of 42, I'm not too old to do this. And also that those 2 hours, I can literally fit into the nooks and crannies of my day. Literally at 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there. That is how I built this. 6 weeks in, I woke up to my very first payment that I received. And I was immediately blown away thinking, this works. It was like literally dollars in my PayPal account. So I don't know if you've ever tried anything online, games, surveys, and all those type of things where you have put in the hours, but the dollars they promised never hit your PayPal, never hit your bank account. So when that money was in my PayPal, I was like, this works. Well, 2 hours later, I was doing a client's nails, and doing a set of nails would take about 2 hours, 20 minutes, depending on the art they want. And I was sitting doing that client's nails for 280 Rand, and another $300 sale came in. And because of automations, I didn't need to do anything. And at that moment, I realized I'm onto something. I'm literally onto something, because I just made, in South African money, I just made over 5,000 Rand. And I didn't need to do anything other than the 2-hour workflow that I was following. Listen, 4 weeks after that, I made my first 6 figures in South African rands. I made 145,000 Rand that month. Money I've never seen, having my own 2 brick and mortar businesses, working for a boss. I've never had clean profit like that in my bank account. 6 months later, I was a millionaire. 7 months, sorry. 7 months later, I was a millionaire. But within the first 5 months, I was out of debt. I replaced a pre car with a new car that I could buy cash, and I flipped my zip code to my dream destination. I've always wanted to live near the ocean. Now I get to see the ocean every single day. It's 15 months later. I only work 2 hours a day. I don't have the salon anymore. I get to spend my time with my daughter, with my family. I get to take beach walks. I get to live life on my terms, because I've learned the skills to stop trading my time for money and actually use automations and make 100% profit instead of working my butt off for somebody else's dream. So I'm not here to convince you. I just want you to know one thing tonight. Anything that I can do, you can do better. I bet you can do it better. But anybody can do this. Anybody. The internet does not judge.
Yeah,
Michelle, thank you so
good.
much.
I love that. The internet does not judge us. It's so amazing watching the success that you're having. I just appreciate you so much. And I love the fact that you show people in South Africa what's possible, and now everybody's just following you, and it's just truly life-changing. So
I just love this for everybody across the world, but especially here where I know it's desperately, desperately needed. I just love this so much for them.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing, my friend.
Oh,
So you guys, real quick, I'm gonna bring it back to the States real quick, and I'm gonna have Jessica share before I break down the 2-hour workday with you guys. Jessica, are you with us?
Yes. I got to unmute myself. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, good. I'm in the car. So we are in the car headed on our very first 10-day vacation that was not put on a credit card, and none of the expenses while we're there will be put on a credit card. So my entire life, like, I got a credit card when I was 18. I've had credit card debt my entire life. And I say all that to say, I thought digital marketing was something out of my reach. I thought digital marketing, making money online, was for people that had a big following, or people that knew how to create websites, or that were really smart in the tech stuff, people not like me. So when I started looking at digital marketing, it was very overwhelming to me. And I would get in those rabbit holes and I would not understand. And I bought 5 other things. If you've ever heard of shiny object syndrome, I had that for almost a year. And I just kept saying, if I put this in my link, if I put this in my link, I'll make money. and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just putting stuff in links. I was just trying to figure stuff out. I didn't have help. I didn't have a mentor, and I didn't understand what digital marketing was. And then I saw Michelle, and I've said it and I'll say it forever, but this is not a course to resell a course. Hey girl, buy my course.